Welcome. Sit down, roll up, pour up, turn up and tune in. Because you're now watching the Marcthebull Network.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the world's dopest podcast, the Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at the Marcthebull studio like we do every Saturday. And tonight, I got a special guest in the building. Got my man Marcas Snipe in here. What's good with you, bro?
It's popping, brother. It's
Yeah,
crazy
Mark
hearing
the
people
Bull,
call me
man.
that. It's
Mark the Bull,
crazy.
yeah, for sure,
I
man.
like that though. I like hearing the actual name. It's kind of cool, man. It's like a new era,
Yeah, it's a
I like that.
evolution, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta post our shit up so people know we're in here.
Yeah, facts,
Um,
bro.
how you feeling though, man?
Bro, I'm good. I'm a little tired, man, but
Yeah, you
drinking
just had a
coffee,
trip.
had a drinking shit. Yeah,
You just had the trip up here and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little journey, but we put it together.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And I was excited about this one. I know I love everything you got going on, bro. From when you
Thank you,
first
bro.
reached out and I started getting in tune with what you had going on. I like what you're doing for the community. I like it when people do selfless things.
My dog.
You know what I mean? And people do things not just for themselves, but for everyone. And it seems like you're on a mission for that. You know what I mean? You're a
Yeah,
selfless
bro.
dude. It seems like a lot of stuff you're doing, from the promotion to the artist management, you know what I mean? From the podcast itself. Seems like all the shit you're doing is real selfless. So I love to see people,
Yeah, yep, bro.
doing for others. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man, because we just been trying to do what we needed. Like, I was an artist at like 15, 16, and I didn't have shit.
Right.
I started out in a place where no one had nothing. There was no resources, opportunities, nothing. So
Right.
it was kind of like the fuel.
Yeah, like providing something that you wish you had.
Yeah.
For those who don't have.
Yeah, especially like how it is not being in the city because I wasn't directly at first. So it was
Mhm.
like when I started building, I was like, all right, what do we need when we out there?
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things was shows.
Yeah.
So
is that where the like passion for putting together shows came from? Is just finding a need that needed fulfilled? You was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and get in this arena.
Yeah, and I saw other people doing it too. Like I like to give certain people homage, man. There was a group called The Element that was doing it. My boy Ty Danzuzo was doing it.
Yeah.
Out of the Troy Inn, out on North Side.
Okay.
Like they was giving people these opportunities, but it wasn't a platform.
Right.
So it was like I saw that we needed that platform for sure too.
Absolutely. No, I love that, bro. And like I said, that's part of your giving is finding that space that's empty and filling that space in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, where you can. So for you, like where did it all start, bro? When did you get into music? Like what made you start getting an interest in music, like not just being a spectator of it, but actually being a participant in this thing we do?
High school, bro. I was around a lot of talented people. My boy Miguel, who now goes by Remy Sable, I think that's his artist name now. Changes it so many times, LA based, I'll be out there too.
Yeah.
It's expression, they just be,
Going with the flow.
Yeah, but he was recording, his family, they were all so talented. His dad worked on The Lion King, and bro had instruments and equipment, and like where I was coming from, my family didn't do none of that.
Okay.
I mean, my mom sang, she was a soprano and stuff at Kappa, but like actually getting into it, I had to be around other people who was doing it. And I saw bro recording stuff in his bedroom when we were in like 9th, 10th grade. And I'm like, bro, this shit is real life. Like, and he's the first one to ever record me.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was like, man, this shit is real life. It is not just like listening to Wiz on a song or watching Lil Wayne,
It wasn't something that wasn't obtainable. Like it became obtainable once you seen him in that moment.
Yeah, it was totally not something I ever thought I would be able to do.
Right.
100%.
Right. Well, did it seem like just something that people on TV can do before that moment?
Yeah, it was like when I was growing up, musicians were the superheroes. Lil Wayne, I watched Lil Wayne come out of jail. That shit was like a moment for a young nigga like me, really looking up to these people. Like, they were everything. They were the superheroes back then. So, I mean, and that's changed a lot. It's crazy to see, but we still have certain ones that are like that, like Ye and certain artists that still carry that stature and that bigger than.
When you
life.
say it changed, how do you feel it's changed from then to now?
It's saturated, man. Anybody can pick up a cell phone now and download BandLab, record a song, and spend $1,000 on some drip and call himself a rapper.
Yeah.
No story, no narrative, no truth. I mean, it's just it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. if anyone could throw on a cape and be Batman, now I don't think we'd like Batman
It
anymore.
wouldn't be as special.
Yeah.
No, I agree, man. I just had this conversation with a coworker of mine because he was saying like so many artists come up as reels and stuff to him now, and he's like, there's so many people that I didn't realize was talented, and he said it seems like there's so many more artists now than there was ever before.
Yeah.
And I explained to him just what you said. I said it's so accessible now. There was a time where you had to know someone who made beats, you had to know someone who had a studio, or know someone who knew someone.
Yeah.
Now you just Google studio near me,
Yeah.
beats that sound like this, and
Yeah.
all that shit pops up to you. So it's so much more accessible. And like you said, now people can just get on their phone now and they can record a whole song. So it kind of takes some of the it takes some of those people who were casual fans or who were just casual listeners or casual participants,
Mm-hmm.
and it puts them in the arena right away because they can automatically put their songs up against someone who's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, and I think it's like I think it was positive getting rid of gatekeepers,
Yeah.
but now myself being in the game like 10 years, I can see that gatekeepers are essential to a certain degree. And I used to be real big on that, but now it's like certain things are not for everyone, and that's okay. It's
Mhm.
okay to have standards and to have, you know, an idea of what a quality artist should be.
Yeah. No, that's for real. I mean, I guess it's a double-edged sword, right? Like gatekeeping, right? Like to a degree, I think it's bad if you're trying to keep people out who deserve a spot.
Right.
But when there's people who like just doing it for the sake of doing it, really don't have a passion for it,
Mhm.
like they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? They shouldn't be doing it. They should be limited to their access, that what they're able to get to, or what they're able to see, or what they're able to do.
And it's
Um,
just hard to gauge it. Like how
yeah.
it's hard
How
for
do
anyone
you
to
measure
gauge.
someone's heart?
Can't.
Yeah.
I like how you just put it with your heart though. A lot of boys I be around, they say like you shouldn't be in it if you can't have your heart in it.
Yeah.
If your heart ain't in it, it's gonna be obvious. You're gonna
Right.
get chewed up and spit out.
Yeah.
Shout out Meat for real.
Yeah. No, for sure. You can't measure no one's heart. So that's the big problem with a lot of that. So you said you seen the homie doing it, and that was the first time that you seen someone record music and you started recording yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? What was that first record like? Like, what was the first time that you got in the booth and was able to record yourself? What was that like hearing the playback? What was the reaction like from all that?
Bro, so we recorded a high school project about the Crucible, about witches and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called, it might even still be out there on YouTube. I feel like someone could find it. But it was called like Witch Got My D or something. And it was like this comedic history project. We had the whole class jumping and shit. We was rapping. It was fun, man. And that was the first time I really heard my voice and was like, yo, I could do this shit and take it seriously.
Yeah.
And we started a little group. There was like 3-4 of us rapping and shit. We'd rap in my basement. My dad was cool with this shit. I'd set up my pianos, everything in the basement. And it just took off. I was like 16. I was young as shit.
Yeah.
It was awesome hearing it. Yeah, it's crazy.
So you're doing the group stuff. You said your dad was supportive, and I know you mentioned earlier that your mom sang a little bit,
Mhm.
but you said the music wasn't prominent in your household.
Mm-mm.
So whenever they seen you doing the music, like your parents essentially, because you were a young boy doing it, you know what I mean, and
Mhm.
you probably had to rely on them for a lot of things at that time. Like, how supportive were they as a whole for your journey?
Um, it was really like you should get a job. But over time, I started getting shows and started showing that my heart was in this and this was my passion. I wasn't gonna quit.
Right.
And over time, my dad was always supportive of it because he loved hip hop. My mom was definitely the harder one. She was like, "Nah, you got to get a real job." They wanted me to do the military.
Really?
Yeah,
Were they military?
yeah. My dad was a Marine,
Okay.
and we had a huge military history with like my
Lineage.
uncles and other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. So they wanted you to follow that path.
Yeah, my dad definitely did, but
Yeah.
the music came first.
Yeah.
So,
So it's needless to say you didn't go that route.
nah, definitely not. Thought about it though. Thought about it.
Yeah. What tipped the scales for you to go fully into music as opposed to going to the military? Was there a moment or?
Yeah, I tripped acid with my homies like when I was like 16, 17, this one night, and we were all just talking about how like the opportunities are endless and we could really chase our dreams and we could really do this shit if we do it. We were like, we rap better than these boys already. We just don't have the time and the ability and the resources, but we could do it. And we did. I mean, we manifested that shit for real.
I love any story that starts off I was tripping one night
And changed my whole, I was
Yeah.
gonna be a unmanned aerial vehicle pilot in the Air Force.
yeah.
Yeah.
How deep were you? Because I mean, that's pretty specific. So how deep were you into looking into
I
that?
did the ASVABs, everything, bro.
Yeah.
I scored high enough. Yeah, I was gonna do the whole nine.
Yeah.
And I was like graduating, making music already. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the music shit. It's the way to go after that trip. And I came to my parents on some G shit and told them, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I believe in this, and
Right.
this is who I want to be.
Now I know
And
that had to be hard for them to accept at first, right?
it was really just like my dad was just like, okay, well, you got to get your own place. So I moved out at 17,
Yeah.
and I started my journey.
How did that push you? Because now you're on your own. Now you gotta really get it yourself. Now it ain't no taking days off. It ain't no, sleeping and just letting it pass you by, because now you gotta get everything yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How did that push you? How did that motivate you? That having to take it to the next level, or did it? Did it motivate you?
Yeah, it did. I'm glad it started early because I think a lot of people don't know what it's like to be independent. A lot of people are coddled at a young age, and I
Yeah.
was not. He was like, my dad was paying child support at like 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Marines at 17 and found out he had a kid. So it was like, for them, it was like, no, you gonna do what we did.
Right.
I was cool with that.
Yeah.
It made me a man for real.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people want the easy life, but don't want to work hard for it. They
Yeah.
expect it to just happen overnight.
Yeah. Is that something that you understood at an early age, that it wasn't going to happen for you overnight?
Oh, I mean, I had deal opportunities and stuff at a young age, but it just didn't pan out. And I'm glad it didn't, because the more I learn about the industry, you never know what you're signing up for. So yeah, I'm glad it took me a little longer to be who I am today. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
definitely glad.
So you say 17, you made a decision after a night of tripping, that you weren't going to do the military. You were going to go ahead and pursue music full time.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents told you, I mean, that's cool, but you can't do it
I
here.
don't like that.
That's cool, but you can't do it here. So you went out and got your own spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was that time like? Were you still making music heavy? Where was you at in your musical journey at that point?
Yeah, so I was still making music, and I was just like really overly determined. I had friends who were ready too, so I ended up getting a place with a buddy of mine. We were painting at the time. I ended up joining the painters union actually, and I was painting, making my money, supporting my music career that way. Because every artist should have a job. I don't know,
Yeah.
unless you trapping. I mean, and that's jail ain't a good place to go. But
No, for sure.
yeah. So I just took that route and made my way up at 17, and yeah, shit. Ended up in a spot with my boys. Started recording full time.
Were the homies making music too?
One main one by the name of S Squared. That was his producer name at the time. He was really into music. He was in bands and everything full time. He was really good at what he did.
Yeah.
He was the first person who put me on a show and shit and showed me like what it meant to be a bigger artist, not just like recording and shit like that, but
Not doing it as a casual, but really,
yeah,
really
like
doing it.
learning this is what sound means. This is what, you got to have performance. You got to have a performance track. You got to know your lyrics. Are you rehearsing? Like, he took me through that ringer.
Yeah.
I mean, he did everything from Warped Tour to, he does professional sound and shit now. He did like the presidential inauguration and shit, the Super Bowl too.
So what was the biggest takeaway from him? What did you learn from him during that process?
Everybody wants to be famous. No one wants to put the work in.
Yeah.
We used to say that to each other constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did that ring so true to you at that time? Like, what was it that you seen that made that ring true to you?
Because everyone around me wants to be famous, and still to this day, and it's like so many people just they want like a secret book or a key. They think it's gonna just be like there's a magic answer, and it's like,
It don't work like that.
bro, I've been doing this shit over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people do it. Like, that's the point. You're not a master till you do what, 10,000 hours?
10,000 hours, yeah, that's what they say.
So come on, man. That's why it's always rang. It still sticks in my head like
Yeah.
clockwork. I can hear him saying it. We don't even talk all the time. Bro's doing his thing now,
Yeah.
That's life.
So you're 17, you're out on your own, you and the homies get the job. Like you said, you had to do something to support your craft. You're doing that. Was it difficult to find the balance from like everyday work to still pursuing your dreams of music?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, I think every artist out there probably struggles with it at one point. I mean, yeah, it was super hard.
How did you find that balance?
Over time, man, trial and tribulation, losing jobs, choosing what was more important, music or a job. Always chose music. you just make sacrifices for the art, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you made those sacrifices. You're realizing along the way, it's not easy. Did you ever at that time, like especially early on in the journey, did you have any regrets about not taking that military route? Did you second guess yourself during that time?
Nah, man. Every time it was like slow but sure rises.
Mm.
Like from my first few shows, like selling them out to starting to do shows to everything. It always just felt like we were getting somewhere.
You were
So
climbing.
yeah.
Yeah, it was always progression.
Yeah, so it was worth it.
Yeah.
Because if I went to the military, I just felt like that would have been a comfort zone. Like that was like the answer that was put in front of me. I
Because
wanted
it
to
was
do
so
my route.
familiar.
It felt easy.
Yeah.
It felt like it was right there.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like what they try to tell you in school, college,
Yeah.
military.
Right.
They
They
always
always trying
telling
to
you to
give you
follow
these.
your dream. Yeah.
Yeah, they always trying to give you these traditional paths to find, these traditional paths to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going through that. You're finding out what you got to do to put in the work. You're building with the homies at that time. Was there a time during that time, we talked about the lows of it, but was there a time that you felt like, damn, this is really working? Like you got that validation that made you like, yeah, I'm doing everything right. Was there a moment or a time during that period that took place?
I mean, nah, because it was just like local fame. Like it just was, we always knew there was something bigger. Like before I moved to the city, it was always smaller wins making my way up. It was once I really came out to Pittsburgh full time and like, yeah, that's when I knew it was like, all right, this shit is going somewhere for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it was about the city that gave you that second breath?
The reach, the opportunities, yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you're not in the city, excuse me, full time and you're out here, you're away from everything. So you're limiting your ability to go and network. You're limiting your ability to meet new faces, get
Yeah.
new fans. Networking is the major part of it, marketing. If
Yes.
you're not marketing yourself in person, you're not marketing yourself at all. Like you can go viral online, but if people don't see you in person, you're not putting a face to the name. And I think that there's layers to that that a lot of artists don't tap into. So I needed to get out to Pittsburgh. I needed to be
Amongst the people.
in people's faces and making content and not just talking about it, but actually showing I could do it.
No, that's big. I'm glad you touched on that because I think a lot of time people do live behind the screen, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people do try to operate behind the screen and try to make music that way behind the screen.
Hmm.
And
And it feels disingenuous almost.
it does. And like you said, if people can't see you, they can't touch you. It doesn't seem as real.
Right.
Was there something that happened that showed you that, or is that something that you kind of always knew intuitively?
My first show, I did a acoustic set at a little spot in Glassport called the Sons of Italy, and performing in person, even just doing covers with a guitar
Yeah.
and being there in front of the people, the reaction and the attention was way deeper and more gratifying than some likes on Instagram.
Right.
And I realized like 20 years ago, that's why you did it. Prince wasn't looking for likes on Facebook or Instagram. Prince was a performer and an entertainer at all times in person.
Right.
And I think that that's a lost art. Michael
It is a
Jackson
lost
was an in person. You know, there was not, oh, did you see that reel of Michael Jackson? Like, no, Michael was there.
You had to be there.
Yeah.
You had to be there. So you get into that. You're learning from the homie what it is to really be in the industry, what it takes.
Hmm.
Learning about stage presence and all of those things. You get to do your first show. You get to touch audience for the first time, and you're seeing, like you said, these gradual climbs. What was the next step for you? Was there a certain project or album that you were working on, or how did you get into like the promotion end of it? What was the next step for you from there?
So I was working on an album called Love Lust Legacy. I had Bill Wave, Sierra Sellers, skits with Mac on them, XXX Tentacion, like stuff like that. But I was working on this big project, and I got this opportunity. I was doing lots of shows, and I got a headlining act. Excuse me. We were doing Picklesburg with my dog Cool Rav. Shout out Cool Rav, man. And we got it. It was downtown. It was like the biggest show yet, like 10,000 people. So we rocked that shit out. And after that shit, I just knew it was like up. Like we were backstage with the Pittsburgh Pirates, like the pierogies are in like the trailer with us.
Yeah.
Like We rolling up blunts with the pierogies. We getting cease and desist. Like I knew it was big then. Like I'm
Yeah.
getting crazy calls. I'm like, all right, this shit is big. Like,
Yeah.
so that was the moment I knew, like, yeah,
We're on to
yeah,
something.
yeah, we on to something crazy.
Yeah.
And right around that time, we started like throwing more shows. I started throwing them because, like I said, there was no shows for local artists. Like there was a couple people doing them, but no one to the volume of strictly rap. And no one was really giving these young street artists
The platform.
that platform.
Yeah.
No one was risking it.
Yeah.
Because the demographic and Southside wasn't giving people shows, and WAPO, and like we just went through that violence era for Pittsburgh where no one was trying to give everyone a chance. And I was like, well, we can. So we did, especially with Doc.
Was it difficult to break that stigma, to break that stereotype for the street music to get in those venues?
Yeah, man. It
What type
took,
of challenges were you facing?
man, finding an all age venue, finding the security to actually do it, because a lot of the venues will say no, you even bring up hip hop. Finding the venues that even would let us in there and talk that game with us. And a lot of them, didn't want to do it. It took building that repertoire and doing that giant show where we sold out to show them like, yeah, this is where the money is.
Right.
Got to give them a platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that's what spoke to them, is the fact that they seen dollar signs? They're like, oh, okay, this can be profitable. This can go off, and you were doing safe shows. Do you think like your proof of concept was enough to push it over the edge?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was due. Someone was gonna do it eventually.
Right.
We were the ones to really take that risk,
Yeah.
for real. And there was a lot of moving pieces to make that whole show even come together, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it was just perfect storm.
Yeah. It was just a little bit of luck,
A
a
little
little
bit
bit
of
of hard
everything.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Now you speak of the we a lot whenever you're saying about these things to come together. Is it important to have a team whenever you're doing these things? And do you feel like you have a good team when putting these things together?
Yeah, having a team's really important, bro. I think my team varies. Like I have a lot of dogs that support me, like Joel Kellum,
Yeah.
Pet Zebra.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dogs Wave, Peso, they look out. My dog Aaron, AB Kicks. It is important to have a very strong support system. But to know your brand and everything, that is something I think only, you can have at hand, and you gotta have people that are gonna like really trust in your vision with you and help you execute too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super important. Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing your brand, like, so to know your brand is important, and to know your audience and to know your demographic of people who you're pitching to. Is that something that you always knew, or is that something that you had to learn along the way?
Oh, it came with time, bro.
Yeah.
I knew we wanted to change the game, but I didn't know how we would do it. And it just came over time, um like when you see that there's a need, what's that, how they say that? Like the best businesses fill a niche or like a need, like
Yeah.
then
Supply and
it's
demand.
supply and demand. So we
Yeah.
realized like this is a missing, it's not here for anyone. There was no real platform doing it.
Right. There's a void here.
Massive void.
Yeah.
Still is to this day. Like
Yeah.
we do it, yeah, but a lot of people don't do it. And I see why. I mean, Pittsburgh has an incredibly high violence rate.
Yeah.
So it is dangerous. But you got to give the kids a chance, and you can't
You got to give
blame
them
the
outlet
violence.
too, right?
Yes.
Or else you're going to continue to run into that pattern of violence.
Yes. And the city could do the same thing we're doing too. If me, an independent company, can do it, the city could do it effortlessly.
Yeah.
That's another point too.
Yeah.
They talk about the violence with the kids and stuff. Well, give them a platform,
Yeah.
give them a venue, give them
an outlet. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There's not enough outlets.
100%, bro. And I ain't the only one vocal on this. There's definitely people talking about it.
Yeah. Why do you think it's so violent now? Why do you think the violence has? I mean, in your opinion, obviously your opinion, but why do you think the violence is where it's at right now?
I mean, it could be the hip hop music. It could be the music, bro.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of things. The world is so different.
Yeah.
Parenting's different. I mean, what do you think?
What do I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lot of what you said. I think people are desensitized to violence at a level that it's never been before.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think it's a lot of it has to do with media. I think just media in general, such as music, television, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of things, video games, even. You know, what I mean, Call of Duty, we're popping people left and right, headshots. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Glorified, yeah.
I think people become desensitized to these things. Of course, the media pushes the music that's the most violent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a
Of
lot
course,
of
the
it.
music industry does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, it's funny people don't usually ask me what I think about things on here. So that's you putting on your host hat, huh? But
Hey,
yeah, I
man.
mean that's my thoughts about it. But I mean, you know, of course, that's just my opinion. So
Yeah, I just be curious,
yeah, no, for sure.
you know.
So you seen there was a need. You started doing the shows. You guys are building a reputation for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to build a brand for yourself. And you said you found out the importance of building a brand. What would you identify as your brand?
I identify us as an entertainment promotional company. We do a lot of things, provide resources, opportunities, good times, memories,
Hmm.
a little bit of everything. I'm working on the next step of that. I've been working on things like the video game, like just an app for your phone.
Okay.
The second edition of magazines coming out. Um, just want to do a little bit of everything. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Everything entertainment based.
Everything entertainment based. Everything that we need here in Pittsburgh, man. We need good shows. We need good physical publications.
Hmm.
We need good resources. We need a free artist management kit
Yeah.
for artists coming up. You need to know how to buy your stuff. That's something we've been working on for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
You need to know where to go without having to beg for help.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that all rolls right in entertainment.
For sure. While we're there, why don't you tell the people how to get a hold of you if they want to follow you on social media, if they want to see what you and the brand got going on? What's the best way to do that?
You can follow me on Instagram at Marcthebull _ Pamplona Worldwide _ Marcthebull.com, Pamplona Worldwide at gmail.com. You can email me. Any of the names I said earlier, the homies Joe Kellum. You can hit up AB Kicks 412, Tiggo Woodstock. You can hit up anyone on the team. If you see them with me, they can get a hold of me.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. So you're doing that. You're building a brand. You start to recognize what you want your brand to be. You're seeing how you want things to go. How are you occupying all these spaces at one time? Because you're one person building this brand. Like you said, you have different teams for different situations. But how
Mm-hmm.
do you occupy all these spaces? How do you wear all these hats? You know, at one time being one person.
You sacrifice sleep. You grind. I mean, I just put myself, you spread yourself thin sometimes, but you put yourself where you want to be and you work hard now because we're young and our bodies can do it. So
Yeah.
I just work hard, bro. I swear, like I sometimes I use shadow clone jutsu and I send a couple people here and there. You never know how I get there. Like, and lately I've been learning to just be like, I like being more mysterious for real. Sometimes I don't always I might help put on a show and you never know I was even a part of it now.
Right.
I like it like that now. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Why did you feel that need to be anonymous and be behind the scenes? What do you think that brings to the table whenever you're doing that?
I think so I was an artist first mainly. I think that being a businessman and being an artist can be conflicting. So I like that whenever I came out as Pamplona at first, a lot of people had no clue that I even had anything to do with it. So it opened a lot of doors because
They didn't have any preconceived
I had no
notions
clue.
of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because some people will judge an artist, but then the business is effortless. So it's like, oh yeah, look at Pamplona, but it's like, oh yeah, Mark the Bull, we don't like his music or whatever. It's
Right.
like, well, that's crazy. So I like having that separation sometimes,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think a lot of times people don't want to support things because other people don't support it yet, or they don't think it's cool to support. So,
Yeah, it's weird.
and then,
Jealousy, envy,
yeah,
insert anything, man. It's
and you may
sad.
not even know it's there. And like you said, they'll support you on this end, not knowing it's you, and then won't fuck with you at all on the other end because they know it's you.
Yeah, they could love the brand and find out you part of it.
Yeah,
Be like, damn,
I didn't even know that was old boy.
right? I feel like that's why a lot of people build companies and sell them too, though.
Yeah,
Sad but true.
yeah,
Because it's like, you can.
yeah,
Like a lot of major apps move to a bigger company, you know?
100%.
It's probably one of the reasons why, I'd say.
No, I would agree with that. I think that's probably a lot of it as well. So you're building a brand. You recognize what you want your brand to be. Um, you start doing these different things. You're trying to fill needs that you think are necessary for people to be successful in music. Um, is there a time was there a time where you got particularly frustrated because things weren't working out the way you wanted to because you're trying to invest your time and energy in somebody else's dream?
Yeah, man. Um, There's been times working with artists, of course, where you can invest a lot of time and energy into it. But you just don't get it back. You get nothing from it.
Yeah.
Lost investments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put tons of time in and got nothing from it. It's like a relationship at the end of the day. The industry is like a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You could put so much time into it and get nothing back from it and waste years.
Waste years, yeah.
It's one of the only jobs in America that they don't supply health insurance. They don't
Yeah.
supply anything to you. It's one of the biggest risks.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
should be stressful too.
And you put all your eggs in one basket to get into something that's so risky. To do that.
A lot of people move out of town and shit, and then can't even come home and shit. You spend all your money on a dream.
Spend all your money on a dream.
It's crazy.
No, 100%. So you're seeing it through, and you're doing all this investing, and you're finding a way through. What was it that keeps you motivated while you're doing this stuff? Like, what is it that pushes you? Because you might not always see the progress right away. You might not always see it as it's happening. What keeps you motivated to keep pushing through when you don't see the progress that you want?
How we talk about time investment. I believe that you work at something, consistency is key. So like a great painter starts a painting, and if he gets mad at the color scheme halfway through and quits, what was it all for?
Yeah.
So it's like you got to see things through sometimes. And like I'm big on completion, whether it's an album or a show or the show must go on. So it's always kept me motivated. And deeper than that, like my parents really believed in me. So it's like
Yeah.
to quit something that was so heavily invested in by my family over time would be almost like a disservice to legacy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you don't want to disappoint them whenever they're putting their faith in you. Yeah, so that
it's
brings
legacy, you know.
Exactly.
Leave this shit to the kids one day.
Yeah, 100%. That's the hope, right?
Yeah,
Is to keep it going in that way.
It's the only goal.
Now, is there an aspect, because you wear so many different hats, bro? Is there an aspect that you enjoy more than the other? Is there one that you favor more than the other?
Yeah, I really enjoy running the business. Music is like therapy and a hobby for me. Like I'll always make music till I'm dead. I really like the business side though. I like putting things together. I like working on the magazine a lot.
Yeah.
I like the editorial and the personal stuff. I like talking to people and meeting all the personalities that I have through this, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part for real.
And you mentioned networking, and you talk about networking a lot, and it's important to network, right? And I think some people don't understand the importance of networking. Have you always understood how important networking was, or is that another thing that you had to put in your toolbox along the way?
I think networking was the first thing I learned because I was out of my shell immediately. I would have never met a Squared or any of those people and had the means to get bigger if I wasn't willing to talk to people and network.
Right.
So many people think they don't need people, and that's like the biggest mistake in this industry. Like maybe cool, you signed for a couple million, you can act like that, but not independent. You're gonna need someone.
Yeah.
Everybody needs someone. Even if you work a regular job, you need somebody.
Right. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah. Networking, friendship building, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's building social credit, right? Because now people know you to be a good businessman. They know you to stand on your word.
Yep.
Now they're more inclined to do things for you. Now they're more inclined to pitch in because they know that you're going to hold up your end of the bargain.
Yep. You got to be reputable out here.
Yeah. And not everybody is. So once you're able to do that,
you
separate yourself by this much. Once you are able to prove yourself and show that you are trustworthy, you are a man of your word.
Shit, even pulling up.
Right. Straight up.
10 hours, real shit. You feel me? That's for the guys, though.
Oh, you know that, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We're going to do that every time. So you said you like the business end of it. How did you get into podcasting, bro? When did that come about?
So I always wanted a podcast. We just never really broke that door down. And I was working with my brother Meet with 96ers Network. And I came to him and was like, look, bro, let's do this. Like, you got it. He was building a platform. We had been building it together for years.
Right.
I met him like 2023, 2024. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's shoot it. So we started shooting. First few weeks of the 96er shop open, we was down there starting at John. And consistency, bro. Once I start something, I like to see it through. So
yeah, you said completing is important to you. Yeah. So did you start the podcast? Did y'all fill that space up because you seen there was a need for it?
Yeah, we just have this like excellent platform. It's like, bro, these conversations need to be had. Even with some of these smaller artists, there's bigger plans to come. Just like it's needed, you know. I think people have stories that need to be told,
Yeah.
especially a lot of people in Pittsburgh. Like, we just need the platform, man. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's a
100%.
niche that needs filled.
I think there's so much talent too. I think people have a crazy misconception to think that Pittsburgh sounds like this or sounds like that. When there's so many different sounds that you can get from here, you can find anything that you're looking for, and that's why I always tell people who say, "Oh, I don't really listen to local music." Like, why not? Because you can get whatever you're listening to on the radio, but better
Yeah,
from the
it's
local
all
scene.
influenced from a lot of that shit too. Like,
Yeah,
I could name at least one artist that reminds me of 3 other major artists in
right,
Pittsburgh, 100%.
right.
The local scene here is super diverse and dope.
Do you think that? Do you find that to be a misconception? Is that people think of the sounding one way as opposed to knowing how diverse the city really is?
I don't think anymore. I think we're known for drill and trap music, if that's what we'll call it.
Yeah,
Um, I think that there's so much music out here now that's getting big. There's other people coming from Pennsylvania, Eam Triplins and Lil Skies, and
yeah,
um, yeah, I think there's bigger people coming from the city too that just have other cool looks on
sounds.
them. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Over time, it's changing a lot.
yeah,
Maybe 5 years ago, yeah, but I think it's only a matter of time before someone different blows out of the city
yeah,
with a classic sound. I could see happening first, for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I agree, bro. I like, and I love it when Pittsburgh artists sound like Pittsburgh artists as opposed to
hmm
something else.
I just like
Something.
when they sound good and it sounds original. Not
Yeah,
even good when it
exactly.
sounds great.
Yeah,
Because there's a difference between good and great.
yeah, for
There's a
sure.
lot of good artists. That's what's up.
Mhm.
But a great artist is not every day.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I'm looking for. Great artists. Like, that's what we need from Pittsburgh. Don't even matter the sound. Come out great. Come out undeniable,
yeah.
you know?
What do you think makes an artist undeniable? How can you like box that up? Like, what do you see? What do you see in an artist that makes them
Whole
undeniable?
package. You to be undeniable, you have to be the whole package. The whole sound, like before I even see you, the sound has to be like, it's like, what's that called? Frisson. When you hear a song and it makes your hair stand up and shit. Like your
Mhm.
music has to be so good. And then on top of that, you have to have a look, because that's just part of it too. To be undeniable, you have to have all the major things.
Yeah, you gotta have the it
Perfect
factor.
sound, the look, and yeah, you have to have all of it.
Yeah,
That's what makes you undeniable.
yeah,
Like, and yeah, you might not have it over time, but you can build it and you can be that person. You just gotta learn how to be that undeniable artist, for real.
yeah. And sometimes it might not come to you right away. It might be something that you have to build into.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Some people think it's going to happen right overnight or they're going to get that, but it's not always the case.
Yeah.
Might be some trial and error involved to get you
Sometimes you
there.
don't want that, for real. You
Yeah,
never know what you're getting with that overnight shit.
yeah, yeah. If it flickers fast for real.
Yeah, and then you stuck waiting, looking for shit, looking for answers. The industry's crazy these days, bro.
Yeah,
I really got respect for artists coming up, because the oversaturation and it's so hard right now
it is. Yeah,
to be an artist. So I give them a lot of respect. You gotta really come with that heart,
yeah,
passion, for real.
yeah. Because like you said, if not, there's going to be somebody else the next day that's looking to take that spot.
And they could take your flow. Like,
Yeah,
this game is so crazy. You can come out with a good song, it'll be hot for 2 weeks, and someone can come and take your flow and do it better,
yeah,
more consistently, and have better marketing than you,
yeah,
or even a bigger budget. That's how crazy this game is now. And boom,
yeah,
like, I give artists a big applaud, for real, right now in this game, because of how hard it is to come up.
right.
When I started, bro, you still had to sell your tickets and grind. You had to know someone. There was still gatekeepers. You could not just make it in. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to see right now.
It's crazy to see the transition, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like you said, the accessibility made it a whole different game.
Yeah.
And it's like a gift and a curse for real,
Mm-hmm.
because it's good that people can access music and they can do, and if you're passionate about it, you have an easier way to get to it and do it. But it's also bad because some people might blow up and might not even be passionate about it. Now they're taking up space where someone who does really have the passion for it could have been able to succeed. And
And
not saying that's going to take a spot away from them, but it makes it that much harder to get to that end of the journey.
I feel like it's always been like that.
Yeah,
Just like over time, it's getting more saturated. Like, even with streaming, everybody wants to be a streamer now.
yeah,
That's gonna become oversaturated too.
yeah,
Like, I don't know, maybe rap will be profitable in 10 years if everyone wants to be a streamer.
Maybe it'll go back around, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I mean, and these artists need to learn about their BMIs, their pros, their publishing, like learn about everything that you can make money from. Because if you call yourself independent stuff, that's what's up. You need to invest in yourself, put that money in, and find where the money's going. Because if you're dropping songs and you don't know how much you're even making a year, you probably shouldn't even be dropping songs.
Right.
Unless you don't care. Like, people really need to, like, your copyrights, your trademarks. There's just little things that are free. You can go get an EIN for your business and change everything for yourself as an artist.
Right. Where it starts paying for itself, you can have certain write-offs for the studio expenses, the beats, and all that stuff now.
And they're giving out grants and stuff for these small businesses. Like, artists need to learn that. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're trying to teach with Pamplona too, is like the resources part. It's like, and I manage artists, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, and I tell them the same thing, copyrights, everything, all this stuff, like, because I want them to be successful 100% on their own.
What do you think is the biggest misconception for artists coming up, trying to get into the game?
That it's easy, that you're gonna make a bunch of money and that it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I've met so many artists in my time giving shows. I've given so many artists shows that are completely inactive right now.
Right.
We've only been giving out shows since 2022, 2023. That's
4
not that
years,
long.
yeah,
Yeah. So
4.
in 4 years, I've saw a lot of artists give up.
Yeah.
Also saw a lot of artists go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of, this game is not easy. There's
a
lot of,
marathon.
it's a marathon.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do not come in trying to be Usain Bolt. You might
Yep.
burn yourself out.
Yep.
For
No,
real.
100%, man. That's my big theme, and kind of a theme with this show when I talk to artists, and the ones that have the longevity that are able to stick around, understand that it's a marathon, and I mean, you got to keep pace. It's not about who's going the fastest, or I mean, who's going the hardest. It's about who can do it the longest and stay consistent with it.
Yeah.
Because you never know what that one chance is going to be, what that one moment is going to be, and if you're not prepared, if you gas yourself out in that first mile, 2, 3, 10 miles, you know what I mean?
And if you look into the left or right,
Yeah.
you are not focused on the goal. You are not focused on what's ahead of you. So that's a big misconception out here too. Everyone's so worried about what everyone else is doing and having something to say. Like, focus on what's ahead. And
what list is out, and
like what is them list, man? Like, that's what's up though,
But that's just one person's opinion.
Yeah, that's just one person chilling on their phone.
Right.
And it's always biased. That's why I never drop no list.
Yeah, because it's who you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you don't know everybody, how can you truly make a list? And if you don't know like the history of it, you know what I mean? There should be prerequisites of making a list for it to be taken seriously. Like, I think there's only a few people who
what's your credits?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Hardo can drop a list.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wiz can drop a list.
Right.
Shit, 96ers can drop a list.
Yeah.
Enough people come through. Like, I just think, I mean, people ain't even gonna respect my list. I don't got time for that. So I'm not gonna drop a list. Like, and I know a lot of these people, but I just think it's biased.
Oh, that's what we're about to do.
We about to make a list after this.
Hey, no,
Real shit.
Me, you, and we'll get collage on there too. We're gonna drop our own list.
Man,
we're gonna drop the official list.
They'll be hating on a bull for 2 weeks, bro. I'm telling
you. Oh well.
Man.
We're gonna get.
But no, the list is cool. The list is cool.
No, it's.
Shout out the dudes doing it, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, and I think people look at it the wrong way too. Like, you should look at that as motivation if you don't make a list. Like, figure out a way that you're undeniable, right? That goes back to what you said about being undeniable.
Send them your links.
People can't get you off of there. They can't deny you being on the list.
Right. Hardo on every single one of them lists, ain't he?
Yeah, and if he's not, then your list probably bullshit.
Yeah, then your list is bullshit because this shit's undeniable.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Bro got stats. You know what I'm saying?
He's putting up numbers.
Yeah, man.
So you said the biggest misconception. What is the biggest lesson you try to give to your artists or artists that you interact with? What is like one of the biggest takeaways that you want them to get from you whenever you're working with them or talking to artists?
Resiliency, definitely. Never give up on shit. Never give up. I don't care how hard life gets.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna lose people. You gonna face BS, criticism. Bro, you're gonna have to deal with stuff.
Your relationship might be harder because
your girlfriend might not want to be with you. You lose a lot of time. This stuff, you got to give your life to this. Like, And that's hard for people, but stay resilient and always stay positive. It can always be worse.
Yeah.
There is someone out there, a lot of us don't realize it now, but there's probably someone you know that wants your spot.
Yeah.
And a lot of us don't think about that every day.
Trade
And we're not
spots with you in a
blessed.
second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called destiny swapping.
Yeah.
A lot of people would love to do that. You got to be careful and just be positive and be happy with who you are. Like, positivity's free, man. Like, you could be happy every day.
Yeah. It's
It's
your
hard,
choice.
but you
It's
got
your
to work
choice.
on it. Yeah.
Do you think resiliency is something that can be taught, or you think that's something that's in you
Oh,
already?
it's learned. Yeah, it's learned. It could be taught.
You think so?
Yeah, you need a good. I think all great fighters had great coaches.
Yeah.
You know, I think that you need someone to teach you and show you that that's possible.
Yeah.
Whether if it's not something bad that happens to you, you can learn from someone else's hardships too.
Yeah.
But it's best, I think, to have a coach.
Yeah.
That's why we all need a father figure.
Did you have mentors along the way that help you in these different areas, from podcasting to promotion to being an artist? Did you have different mentors along the way that helped you?
Yeah, I had a lot, bro. I mean, from my father to working with people like Ty Danzuzo, S Squared, even people like Turn Me Up Tone when I first was doing shows and shit. Like, he was the one who gave me the idea to number the raps and things.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, you got to make that a series and number them.
Yeah.
Genius.
Right.
There was lots of people along my way who helped me learn how to make beats. And yeah, bro, I'm definitely not no Terminator perfect robot. Like, hell no, bro. I've been taught over years by lots of dope people.
Some people are afraid to ask for that help and ask for advice or look to someone as a mentor, or, you know what I mean, let someone big dog them per se, you know what I mean? But do you feel like that's a necessary part of being successful in business?
Yeah, you should always be teachable.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy to think you know everything about something.
Right.
There's always someone with more money than you. There's always someone more accolades than you. There's always. I think it's crazy to think that
You got it all figured out.
yeah, bro. That's so like that's beside itself. Like
Yeah. It's
But
a
you
small, it's
gotta
a
learn
small
that.
way to think.
yeah. Oh yeah, and this world is
Small
so
way to think.
big. Like it's a big thing too. People gotta leave Pittsburgh. You gotta leave Uniontown. You gotta travel. Like go see the 7 wonders of the world and shit. Like yeah, go speak a foreign language or try your best.
Yeah.
Go sit at the bar with complete strangers. Like
Yeah.
you gotta experience shit to learn that you are not shit in this world. We're small.
We're small. Yeah.
We small as hell.
Yeah. No, I think that's when you're best able to learn, is when you realize how little you know. You know what I mean? How much there is to learn, and how much you can gain from anyone.
Yeah,
You know,
bro.
like you said, just going to a random bar and having a random conversation with a random person, you might learn a whole different aspect of life.
Yeah, bro. I was at the bar talking to this EMT dude, and he was just telling me about all the like crazy stuff he goes through. And I'm thinking, my life's hard. This dude watches people die for a living.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What am I bitching about?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
okay, I might have went through that in once or like in my life, but this dude deals with that daily.
Yeah. Thinking about what type of trauma he's incurring day in and day out.
Imagine, like, and that's just one example.
Yeah, just one example. Man, it's something that we need, right? Like, it's not like it's something that you can avoid. Like, thank goodness that he does that job. You know what I mean? Thank goodness
Shit.
that he's.
Imagine he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Imagine he wasn't resilient. You
Right.
know what I mean? That he didn't wake up and go and do his job every day.
Right.
People be crazy, bro. Crazy world we live in.
So you made mention of Raps and Things and a number of the series.
Mhm.
You have Raps and Things coming up now. What number is this one?
So this is the festival, right? We were just about to do 28. I postponed it, but I wanted to get as many of the artists from it that I could onto the festival. And rather than just doing another Raps and Things, we're doing this 3-day event.
Nice.
So it's like 28, 29, and 30 all in a row.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's ambitious effort. Now, is this the first festival that you've done?
No,
Okay.
we've done a bunch. I did Tripper Fest with Tripper Clothing and The Future is Black. Shout out my dogs. We did the first Raps and Things festival also. Yeah, we've done a lot of cool shit for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference between doing the festival and doing like one of the live shows?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just bigger idea.
Right.
Same exact core principles, just bigger scale. That's
Yeah.
all. Nothing's different.
Yeah.
But what do you want to do? What's our time brackets?
Right.
Who's involved? Who's vending? How we eating?
Yeah.
It's Yeah, it's all the same. It's
Just the
actually
bigger coordination.
mhm,
Yeah,
more people need it,
yeah,
bigger production. It's like you can make a YouTube video or you can make a movie.
right.
They're the same core
Concept.
principles.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a little editing, a little casting, same shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah. What can the people look forward to for the upcoming Raps and Things Fest?
Man, we got so many dope artists on there, bro. From Young Jew, IBT Selly, Joel Kellum,
Oh yeah,
BB Guns, Triple O. So many dope artists, bro. Iconic Tonic, Cali Coded, Tigo Woodstock, Wave 412, Peso the Sauce Kid. You on there.
yeah,
We got a little bit of everything. We wanted to bring a real vibe. We got multiple food trucks coming. P Nasty on the music, and she cooking. Just a little bit of real Pittsburgh culture, community, multiple vendors. Um, just what I think we need more of, more community, bringing people in, showing what everyone here does, and not making it so hard to access.
yeah.
It's
And
gonna be great vibes.
I think it's great whenever there's festivals like this because it gets to blend so many things into one and it allows people another opportunity to network, right?
Hmm.
We talked about that earlier, the importance of networking and what better way to network than to be in a room full of creatives and people that are doing something similar to what you're doing or the same thing as
Who
to
want
what
the
you're
same
doing.
dream as you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ran by someone who started just like y'all.
right,
Literally, I'm doing this stuff and I started the same exact way.
right,
Recording songs, putting them out on SoundCloud, like
right.
it's all doable and we're gonna do it together and we're gonna do this every single year following now. So
To this point, have you had a most memorable show that you put on?
yeah, Raps and Things 8. Yeah.
What
That
was
was
it? What was it about that event that stuck out for you or sticks out to you?
that was the like that was the one when Doc came home from jail. Just the way we put that all together, from me working with Damar and Hardo and just bringing that whole thing together and just seeing it selling out the Forge, making over 200 tickets sold that night, bro. Just
That's
like,
crazy. Yeah,
yeah, endless, never expecting it. Like we knew they was dope, that these kids had it. Like, but what Selly and Doc and them did that night, bro, was crazy. And that was the first night that me and Meat really put together like a 96ers fire collage, like with the mic and everything. It was just like a birth of a new era,
yeah,
for real, of like me and him coming together on this crazy run we've been on, and like seeing Doc really explode. Like he already was a star, but getting him to come home from jail and giving him that opportunity was like, it's crazy.
what do you think it was about that event that was like so stand out? What do you think it was that took it to that next level?
Their energy, man. They really have the star power. Like when I was talking about undeniable,
Yeah,
Selly and Doc are undeniable.
right.
They make that music. They have the look, the whole nine. Like shout out my dog Selly, man. Shout out Doc too. Free B Dog, man.
Yeah, man,
Real shit. Free Doc.
for sure.
But like those two, and there was other crazy great artists on there too. Mari's crazy too. Shout out Mari, man. Shout out the Fact Boys. Like it was just one of them shows that I could see a lot of them artists still doing this 10 years from now.
Hmm.
We just got to get Doc home and yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure. So you're doing the promotions, you're doing the artist management,
Mhm.
you're doing the podcast, all these things going on, and you're being a businessman behind it all. Um, at the end of the day, like, what is it for you that where do you see this ending up, and what would make you feel like you were successful at the end of this, looking back at it all?
I don't really see an end. I don't believe in that. That's just something I really adopted lately. Like there should never be an end. Um, Things I'd like to accomplish is like forever starting a foundation where artists receive free shows
Mm,
in Pittsburgh for the rest of eternity.
yeah,
I mean, if we can make that happen with the city, then that's Raps and Things can go on to 10,000, then we'll make it happen.
yeah,
You know what I mean? We're on the road to 100 now. Um, I just want to see one of my artists. I want to see Tigo really get that record deal that he deserves. Shout out Tigo Woodstock, man. Um, just want to see all the guys on, man. Wave, Peso, like everything that we started out just needs to be fulfilled.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
hell yeah,
And taking this worldwide for real. I want to see shows in LA. I want to see shows in Florida. I want to see shows in Canada, up in near Amsterdam with my dog Bleach. Shout out Young Bleach, Young Jaw, all my boys up Canada. Like, I just want to see things get bigger than Pittsburgh.
right,
I've never just been a Pittsburgh artist. but I love my city, and that's why it's Pamplona Worldwide. It's not Pamplona PGH,
Right.
because that's what's up. You know, I love Pittsburgh,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
we gotta
The vision
be,
has to be global.
yeah, man. It
Yeah.
has to be worldwide.
Yeah.
Like Pitbull for real. Like,
Yeah, no, I always say that, man. That's why I don't like to use the word, even when dealing with this show. I mean, of course, we have artists come from all over
mhm.
to the podcast, but even I try to avoid the word local.
Yeah,
I always say underground or emerging artists. You know what
right.
I mean? Because local is such a small way to think.
Yep.
Someone once told me there is no minor league in hip hop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As soon as you come out, you're competing with the top artists. You know what I mean? You're competing
Especially
with
these days.
NBA YoungBoy. You're competing with Kodak. You're
Mhm.
competing with all those. You know, you're competing with Wayne. You're competing with all the top dogs. As soon as you drop, you know
And a
what I
lot
mean?
of them are trying to go independent now
Yeah, a
because they
lot of
ain't
them.
getting paid right.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of big artists are selling their music royalties and rights because they're afraid of the decline in growth and worth of music.
yeah. I just seen a clip from T-Pain where he talked about that.
Exactly,
Selling
brother. I was just
selling
gonna say that.
selling his catalog for $100 million because he said,
Why would I leave it up for my kids in 30 years on the industry when they already took it away?
right,
He's right.
yeah,
But that's why I've been trying to tell people, be educated. Like, you gotta learn. It's like basketball. I mean, everybody loves sports. It's like basketball. Do you sit down and watch game film?
right,
Are you learning? Are you coachable?
yeah,
Because if not, you're never gonna be an all-star. Like, you, to be great, to be undeniable, you also gotta watch game film.
100%.
I mean, you think Jordan wasn't sitting studying these
Right.
motherfuckers? Like,
Kobe studying these,
come
yeah,
on, 4 a.m. in the gym. Like,
yeah.
you
You
really
gotta
gotta
have that
apply.
mentality, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no, for
and they
sure.
need that. And that's probably the biggest thing that stops Pittsburgh. Artists you saw that really made it had that mentality. Wiz was traveling
Mhm.
all the time during the MySpace era. LA, I mean, New Orleans, meeting with Currency and stuff. Like, if you really know the lore, Mac, man, up in New York with Beast Coast, like beefing with Capital Steez. Like, if
Yeah,
you really know, like,
out there
hanging
with
out with
Darrell
ASAP and
Reeves,
them.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. No, you got to move around if you want to make it, and that's something you can't be afraid to do. And again, we was talking about touching grass. Like a lot of these guys want to live behind the screen
Yep.
and not really put yourself out there and touch grass. And that's something important to do.
You gonna have a rude awakening
Yeah,
for
for
real.
sure.
Because someone will eventually, like, it's just part of the game. Like, someone eventually is gonna check you or want to see what you about or want to know something. Like, you eventually gonna meet or have to meet people in person.
Yeah, you gonna have to
One
know how
point
to
or
you gonna have to know how
another.
to do it when the time comes.
Or at least have a group with you. I mean, something like something.
Figure it
Or
out.
just be positive. Don't make trap music and stuff like that. Like,
If
I
you ain't
guess it's
about that
genre
life,
based too. It's very genre based.
hey, if you ain't about that, you probably shouldn't talk about it.
It's very genre based for real.
All right, bro. I got a fun section I want to get into you before we get you up out of here,
Let's do it,
where
buddy.
I ask you some questions.
Sounds like a plan.
What's your favorite rap album of all time?
The Carter 3.
Carter 3. Big Wayne fan?
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
wouldn't be here without Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I felt like I was thinking about this the other day. I think Jay-Z's like Jordan. I think Wayne's like Kobe. And I'm gonna say Drake's like LeBron for real
Yeah, definitely.
when it comes to rap.
Definitely shout out to Ice Man. That's a big goal of mine, work with Drake too.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Big goal. Hell
Well,
yeah.
you kind of answered my next question. That this might be the answer to that. What's your dream collaboration?
Yeah, dead or alive right now it'd be Drake for sure right now. Dead would have been Tupac.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's an album that you consider flawless?
Faces by Mac Miller.
It's a good one. What's the most overrated trend in hip hop right now?
That's a good one. The rage shit. Because it just won't live forever. But I like it. It's just a little oversaturated. Like, I'm a big Molly Santana fan.
Yeah.
I just think you have to have melodies too, or else you're beat. Like, no one's, I don't know, once you turn a certain age, you don't want to scream that in your car all day.
Right.
That's all. Like,
You don't think it has any longevity?
I think it's a phase.
Yeah,
You know, it's like I just think it's a phase that's lit right now.
for sure. What do you prefer, vinyl, streaming, or CDs?
CDs were lit. was awesome. I remember when I bought my first Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, like, yeah, man, or Webby. Man, but streaming, I love streaming. I love how easy it is.
Yeah,
I
it
can
makes
bump
it easy.
Prince and Lil Wayne at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
without
same
having to do
playlist.
nothing. Yeah,
Let it seamlessly change for me now.
yeah,
That's lit.
it makes it easy.
Yeah.
What do you like in rap more, punchlines or storytelling?
Storytelling. I love like Mona Lisa and like by Lil Wayne and like Crown by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I love a real good story. Even if it's like Ghetto Story by Baby Chief Do It, like
yeah,
I love a good story. That shit's just cool to hear and yeah. I
makes
like
it fun,
punchlines
right?
too, but storylines over that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Who's the most underrated producer to you? It could be local or industry.
Conductor. I love Conductor beats. Um, who else is really, really great? A local producer that's super underrated. Sledgerin. I love Sledgerin beats, bro. Go crazy.
Yeah, Sledging Hard
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't even think he's underrated. Bro's excellent. I just think Pittsburgh might not understand how important Sledgerin is to the
Yeah,
music community.
yeah. I think
Because he's not
probably
underrated.
especially newer, like people coming up now might not understand who Sledro really is and all
Yeah.
the shit he does.
I feel like a lot of young artists don't even understand like the origins, like
Nah, probably
or
not.
what Glitch Realm even, yeah. Like definitely shout out Sledge. Who else is real crazy? Chris Dreamer's crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro's fire too.
Sheets or Get Go.
Sheets. I'm always a Gecko. That's a lie. I like
Right.
Gecko more. Yeah.
Sheets is trash.
Yeah, I fuck with Gecko.
Oh, these two usually chime in around that time. You
Shook
gave
his
up. You gave
head.
up on it.
Sheets might have better food, but I
No,
love
they
a good
don't
Gecko
though.
snack wrap, bro.
No, they don't. They really
I
don't.
love a good Gecko snack wrap, bro.
Everything Get Go's fire.
I never had one. See, Sheets don't be near me either. I'm always passing a Gecko in the South Side, so I'm there.
For good reason.
Drunk as hell.
For good reason.
Drunk as hell in that bitch.
You prefer studio at night or in the morning?
Oh, at night. We just had a crazy studio session from like 12 to 5 a.m. This shit was lit.
You like those, Jones?
Yeah, I'd be falling asleep and shit in there all fucked up.
Beats first or the lyrics?
Beats always first.
Who had the biggest influence on your sound?
Lil Wayne,
And finally, what's most important to you, legacy or money?
legacy,
Why legacy?
because it's been all I've ever known since a kid.
Yeah.
Literally, I was raised on your last name and what it means. And my album that got me here and made me do shows was called Love Less Legacy.
Yeah.
Like, that took me to the next level. So I think I'm going to drop that this week, too. Spoiler alert.
For
real.
sure.
I'm going to drop that shit Friday, I think. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Make sure y'all look out for that, man. No, I appreciate you coming out and joining me, man. Having Marcthebull here. I love everything you're doing, bro. You know what I mean? You got my full support behind everything you got going on. Before we get out of here, is there anything I didn't touch on or a question I didn't ask that you would like to address while you're here?
Oh, man, just shout out all my guys, man. Shout out Tigo, shout out Peso, shout out Wave, shout out AB, shout out Joel, man. Shout out everyone really holding it down. Pamplona Worldwide, Raps and Things Festival on the way, man. Shout out 96ers, man. Shout out everybody, bro. Don't be scared to be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to be, a boss. Don't be scared to speak your mind and live without fear in life. Just be who you want to be,
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna never stop, so we here, and that's why I had to make sure I made this shit,
For sure, man.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
go sleep my
appreciate
ass off for like 3 days.
I appreciate you coming out for real, man.
bro.
No, man, I think what you said is important about being yourself. And I think sometimes so many people get lost in trying to hold up to an image or what they expect people or what they think people expect from them. And sometimes in that you lose yourself. And sometimes you lose out on relationships and
Bro.
valuable, genuine relationship building because you're pretending to be something that you're not.
Yeah, and people can see it, man, and
Yep. Yeah.
and follow God too.
Yeah.
Praise the Most High, whatever it is for you, whatever that
yeah.
religion is. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
man, I got at least 2. I got a Bible in the car right now, and another one I'm reading. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
just
agree.
some other shit,
No, for sure. It's
People
important.
really gotta follow God these days. It's just a crazy world now. So
Yeah, man, there's so many distractions. You know what I mean? Technology is always in our face. trying to distract us from everything that's going on around us to the point we're not even keep picking our head up to see the world around us. So many beautiful things we're missing out on because we're stuck into technology and
Yeah, from AI to lust to
yep,
all of it, bro. This world is crazy right now. So
yeah.
I think people should just look into, the origins of shit and really look into what they want and what's bigger than us. For
Yeah,
real.
no, and I agree with you. Whatever it is that you believe in,
Yeah, just the most
follow
high.
that, tap into it, tap into your higher self, tap into your higher power, and try to build a relationship there the way that you
Yeah.
understand it best, man.
It is not easy. A lot of people don't even know where to start, but
Yep.
like it ain't hard, you know what I'm saying? If I could do it, you could do it.
Like you said, a lot of people don't even know where to start,
Yeah,
and
man. Ask someone. Shit, hit me up about it.
yeah, for real, straight up.
Real shit. I'll
I
give you
mean,
some advice.
not only that, we live in a age today where you can just access YouTube, Google, shit, man,
Yeah.
Chat GPT. You know what I mean? You can whatever you need to get to,
And if
you
you
can
gotta
get to
learn
it.
about different religions and stuff
Yep.
to find your meaning, do that. Like
Yeah. Take that
I'm
journey.
not
Don't be
telling you,
afraid.
yeah, I ain't telling you what to believe in or nothing.
Yeah.
Just do your research and
Believe in
find there's
something.
something bigger than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
This
agree
shit
with
is
that.
deep, bro. This is a experience we live in for real. The fact that we can just hang out and record podcasts and shit, like
Yeah.
we're blessed, bro. We are
This is history,
super
man.
blessed, bro.
Yeah, we're making history as we speak. Something that's gonna live on in infamy. So
Crazy work, bro. Telling you.
yeah,
We infinite now. You know what I'm saying?
100%. What's
It's real
coming up?
shit.
We know we got Raps and Things, the festival coming up. Tell people how to tap in with that. And
Yeah, Raps and Things pre-sales up right now, markthebull.com. Mark with a C. You could buy a 3-day pass for $20 right now. That is super cheap. Goes to an excellent cause. A lot of excellent artists, over 50 local artists, all kind of vendors, food. Come out, man. Come get
come
drunk and say
support.
what's up. And it's my birthday on the 14th.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Make sure y'all come out and support, man. Make
Yeah, there
sure y'all
might be
say what's
cake
up.
there or some shit.
Might be cake.
There might be cake. I feel like we want cake.
Hell yeah, no, man. I appreciate you for joining me
Of course,
tonight
bro.
on the world's dopest podcast, Marley State of Mind podcast, down here at the Bunch of Bull Studio. Make sure y'all check us out on Tuesdays for the stash spot with Jesse and them boys. They're gonna be smoking on some of that best. You know, them boys be doing the smoke review, man. You see all the jars up there from some of the
Man, I might
people
have
who
to come through
submitted.
for that, man.
Yeah, definitely come through for that.
Boys had me high as hell here today for
Yeah,
real.
man.
So,
Make sure you come through for that. We also got the event space we just opened up, or we're opening up soon. So make sure y'all looking out for that. We're gonna host some Bunch of Bull events. We're gonna do some open mics, some comedy nights, whole bunch of stuff. You might just see Mark the Bull down there.
the bull got to rock with a bunch of bull
You
for
know what I
real,
mean? We might
man.
do a rap. We might
Bring
do a
the guys
rapping
with me,
thing
man.
down here one time. You know what I mean?
Let's
And
bring it, man. I'm with it.
make it happen for sure, man.
Sounds like a plan.
Make sure y'all check out the stash spots on Thursday and Friday too. They're gonna be smoking with you then. And I'll be here next Saturday with another amazing guest on the world's dopest podcast. But until then.